Are you looking for peace of mind at your doorstep? Look no further. With the Blink Video Doorbell, your home's entrance is always within your control. Check out the link in the video description to learn more and get your Blink Video Doorbell on Amazon. Your home is in your hands.
It was the end of an era when Billy Joel played his last note of his 10-year residency at a sold-out Madison Square Garden on Thursday, July 25th. The show not only marked the last of Joel's 10-year-long residency at the world's most famous arena, but also the 150th lifetime performance, which is a record for any artist at the iconic venue. It turned out to be a family affair of sorts when The Tonight Show host Jimmy Fallon joined Joel's daughters on stage to help unveil a banner honoring him for his history-making show. In fact, Joel had the honor of sitting behind the piano as his 8-year-old Della belted out vocals and danced, all the while her dad flashed a proud smile on his face. His 6-year-old daughter, Remy, got a up-close look at the performance while sitting on the end of her father's piano, who just happened to be dressed identically as her older sister in a colorful burgundy mini-dress. After opening the show with Miami 2017, Seen the Lights Go Out on Broadway, Fallon came out when for the banner revealing by the time they got to the fifth song Vienna. But the crowd would get an unscripted gem when his young daughters were sitting on the piano for the next song, My Life. Early on in the performance, Della hopped off and walked over to ask her father something, all while he's singing and playing piano. From that point, the little singer in the making stood in front of the rotating piano and could be seen mouthing the words of the song, while keeping beat by clapping her hands and tapping one of both of her feet. The live audience could be heard cheering her on in various videos posted on YouTube. The evening consisted of Joel belting out hit after hit that includes the likes of Pressure, Allentown, Only the Good Die Young, Piano Man, Scenes from an Italian Restaurant, It's Still Rock and Roll to Me, and Big Shot, among many others. He also brought out Guns N' Roses frontman Axl Rose for a cover of Paul McCartney and Wings' classic Live and Let Die, as well as You May Be Right. The history-making residency began back in January 2014, with Joel playing one show a month at MSG. Over the years he has welcomed such stars as Sting, John Mellencamp, Elvis Costello, Tony Bennett, Paul Simon and John Fogerty, along with recent hitmakers such as John Mayer, Miley Cyrus, Gavin DeGraw and Olivia Rodrigo. Fans from as far away as Australia came to New York City to see the final show of the residency, according to WPX New York. Afterwards, the backstage area turned out to be a who's who of celebrities and high-profile people before and after the show, which included former U.S. President Bill Clinton, former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, actor and comedian Paul Rudd, and New England Patriots owner and CEO Robert Kraft, among others. In a sign of respect, New York City Mayor Eric Adams presented Joel with the key to the City of New York backstage before the final residency performance. Joel's illustrious career as a musician began back in the mid-1960s, which led to the release of debut studio album, Cold Spring Harbor, 1971. But it failed to gain any real traction until after the success of his follow-up, Piano Man, 1973, that peaked at number 25 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 and number 4 on the Adult Contemporary Singles chart. Now an established name on the musical landscape, Joel became a million-seller with the release of Street Life Serenade, 1974, but his commercial breakout making him a bona fide star came with the release of The Stranger, 1977, which featured the hit singles Movin' Out, Anthony's song, Just the Way You Are, She's Always a Woman, The Stranger, and Only the Good Die Young. Plus, songs like Scenes from an Italian Restaurant and Vienna have become staples of his career and are frequently performed in his live shows over the years. The Stranger album, which was the first Joel's to be produced by Phil Ramone, went on to spend 6 weeks at number 2 on the U.S. Billboard 200 chart, en route to selling more than 10 million copies worldwide. Maintaining his momentum, Joel dropped 52nd Street, 1978, the following year, and it would end making his fifth number 1 album of his career, with the support of such hit singles as My Life, Big Shot, Until the Night and Honesty. After 12 studio albums between 1971 and 1993, most of which have now gone platinum several times over, Joel announced his retirement from writing and recording.